Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with a twofer with day 12 of Follow a Sketch February as well as the Rainbow Crush for this month. And here is the sketch for Follow a Sketch February. And I think it's a sketchy Saturday paper issues. I think that's what it says. And I'm going to use this Evergreen and Holly by Vicki Boutin. I'm documenting a picture from Christmas. And if you couldn't tell, the color for the Rainbow Crush this month is pink. I'm sure some people are going to lean towards like Valentine's Day and lovey things, but I am going to go with Christmas because I'm trying to get 2024 wrapped up. And I only have so many layouts left to do to be done with 2024. So that's the goal for the next couple of months. But I've got some mixed media in a few different colors. I am going to bring one more color in of a Delusion Shimmer Spray. These all three are Distress Oxides. So I've got my papers, my embellishments and mixed media, my picture, and my sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I cut this star out of a piece of the paper from the Evergreen and Holly paper pad. And then I cut I did a slice with the star on the inside, so I'd have that same kind of design as they have. And then I start putting ink in. And then I think, oh, maybe I should tape this down before I go any further. So I get a couple pieces of some washi tape and tape it down in a couple places that I know are going to be covered where the picture's going to go. So if it doesn't get ink there, it'll be fine. So I start with Picked Raspberry because it's a little bit darker than the other colors that I'm working with. And then the second color I'm going to use is Abandoned Coral, which is a little bit more of an orangey peachy color, but I want to, it's pinkish enough and it brings out some of the colors that I'm wanting to use. And then I end the smushing technique with some Spun Sugar, which is a lighter shade, but I like putting it over the darker colors because it'll help tame it down a little bit, as well as it doesn't get buried underneath. And I can kind of go a little heavier with it because it's such a light, it's kind of like the blue tumbled glass in the blue. It's the same kind of concept. It's a very light, unsaturated color, so it's not in your face, but it helps kind of tone down the bright, bold colors from the other two. And then I wanted a little pop of something, so I got a Tim Holtz Distressed Mica Stain. It's not a shimmer spray, sorry, called Cocktail Party, which is actually one of the Christmas ones. And so I love the shine and shimmer of these. So here's what it looks like after I take this inside star out. My plan was to have that pretty much empty in the middle because that's what's going to be exposed. I wanted the ink splatters to be on the outside, so I wanted to make sure that I did it deep enough outside of the star I was using so that it would come out on the other side of the outline of the star. Now, there is some seepage. Obviously, it wasn't going to be perfect because A, I didn't tape it down everywhere, and I'm using paper to kind of be my stencil or, to cover. So it's going to seep a little bit, especially because I wasn't being necessarily all that careful. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I considered putting my picture on the other side so it would cover all of that. But really, in the end, I like the way that it turns out, and I'm okay with that little bit of color on the inside of the star. So I matte my picture in a pink paper from the 6x8 paper pad. And then I have this little cut apart that says Holiday Must-Haves. And then there's like multiple lines. Well, I don't need all that space. I'm just going to write like the must-haves for dinner. So I just tuck it in because the title on the sketch is above the second picture. Well, I'm only using one, but I'm going to put this title card or this, cut apart here. And then there's like another layer of paper back behind there. So I use this red with the pink polka dot. So I'm sticking predominantly with pink, but I have hints of red and green. And there's like a smidge of black, but really not anything more than like the words on some of the stickers I use and an outline on that Holiday Must-Haves. So really, other than that, there's not any other black on here. So I'm mostly like, and that's how the Rainbow Crush is. Like, it's predominantly the color of choice for that month. And then you can use other colors, but like the majority, I think it's like 70% or whatever, should be the color that each month is holding. So this is pretty much predominantly pink. The only red is really like a small little tag, a green little tag, you know, a couple little things. So, and then of course that background paper, but it has pink polka dots on it. So, hey. So I mean, I'm sticking really close to the sketch. I don't put that little fishtailed banner coming out the side of that left photo, but I did make this little fishtail banner up at the top left corner. I didn't want it to be completely empty up there. I'm going to do a little cluster in that, the downward swoop of the star that comes diagonally right here. So it kind of has a diagonal feel to this layout with all of the cluster down here in the bottom right corner. And then the little cluster of banners up in the top left corner. So I'm going to add a couple little embellishments up here, a little wordy bit up here. And other than that, like I'm mostly going to do my clustering down in where the picture is. And that's pretty much how this sketch kind of leans. And so I did pull this little red bow, and I thought I might put it up there in the top like point of that star, but when I put it on this acetate piece or sticker sheet or whatever, I put it up there and I didn't like the way it looked. Plus it kind of pulls the whole concept over, and really I'm looking at that diagonal from the top left down to the bottom right. And so I didn't want to pull away from that. So I put it on top of this holiday must-haves. I love putting the embellishments like that I'm not sure how I want to do them. I love putting them on these sticker sheets and then like holding it there so I can see what it's going to look like without having to like commit to it. And then I have this little banner, and like I end up putting it down, and I'm like, why'd I put that there? That kind of looks silly. But then I'm going to use a little wordy puffy bit that says gather together, and like kind of like give that something to hold on to instead of it just kind of being in the middle of nowhere. And then I have these little Paper Studio they look like the wax seals, and they're super cute. I only bought them because they were on clearance. I don't typically buy embellishments anymore at Hobby Lobby because I have way too many random ones that don't go to like a collection that I'm trying to get used up, and so I'm trying not to buy more. But these were really cute and pretty flexible with like, because I think they're white and 2 shades of pink, and so obviously it was the perfect thing to go on here because I've got the pink. So I was looking to see where they are. They're buried somewhere. So anyway, and I didn't have a lot of pink embellishments to go with this collection. So I pulled that little bird out and that little stocking that's got red and pink. Other than that, and then the little cut apart, there wasn't a whole lot that I could work with. So I needed to add a couple more things. So then I have this little yummy sticker. It's a puffy sticker I stick up here. Then I have one that says on the menu, oh, what fun, gather together, and second helpings. I thought all of those were super fitting. This is our Christmas dinner. And on the little tag where it says holiday must-haves, I put turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing balls, corn pudding, gravy, rolls, ... Because there's other must-haves for others, but those are my must-haves. You know, we have other kinds of casseroles and things like that. And we always have different, you know, things going on. But those are the staples that we have to have, or it doesn't seem like Christmas or Thanksgiving for me. So here is that sketch up close again. There is a playlist for Follow Sketch February. There's also a playlist for Rainbow Crush, which is a hop that Tara, the Paper Stomp, started. So I hope you will go check her out, as well as all the other people hopping along with Rainbow Crush and Follow Sketch February. That information will be linked below in my description box, so I hope you'll go check that out. I love how this turned out. I'd love to get another layout and a memory from 2024 documented. I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you'll come back again and see me soon. Have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.